-02. Altimeter 3008. VFR conditions. Landing runways 34 left, 35. Departing runways 34 left, 34 right, 35. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. Salt Lake City Airport information Foxtrot. 0324 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Scanner at 14,000. Ceiling 20,000 broken. Temperature 03. Dew point -02. Altimeter 3008. VFR conditions. Landing runways 34 left, 35. Departing runways 34 left, 34 right, 35. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. Salt Lake City Airport information Foxtrot. 0324 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Scanner at 14,000. Ceiling 20,000 broken. Temperature 03. Dew point -02. Altimeter 3008. VFR conditions. Landing runways 34 left, 35. Departing runways 34 left, 34 right, 35.
Delta 514 Heavy, IFR to Denver.
Delta 514 Heavy, Salt Lake City, clearance, cleared to Denver. Rugged tree departure, Purdy transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 126.25. Squawk 5664.
Cleared to Denver. Rugged tree departure, Purdy transition, then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 126.25. Squawk 5664. Delta 514 Heavy.
Delta 514 Heavy, readback correct. Contact ground 12, tree point 775 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 123.775 when ready. Delta 514 Heavy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first, on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our
Southwest
boarding door,
3772,
we must
Gate Bravo
please
5
place these
taxi
items
via
into
Alpha
airplane
4
mode or turn off
Alpha
your
2
cellular
Sierra
service.
Charlie Tree Whiskey.
Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you, place them directly on the floor, or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety. So I'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Karsten speaking. Welcome on board. Thanks for your patience and cooperation with our full flight boarding process. You did great. Everybody's getting settled. We're almost ready on the flight deck. We've got some paperwork to do, and we need another 10 minutes. But even if we do get a slow start, we should be getting into about on time. Here's what the company's saying: 18 hours, 48 minutes, 18 hours, 48 minutes en route, and some occasional bumpy rides. So anytime I've got the fasten seatbelt sign on, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened. It's important. Please do that. Welcome on board. We'll be underway shortly.
When you think about it, half the trips the world takes are trips home. It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to. As much as we wanted to get away from it in the first place. We know because at Delta, all 100,000 of us are, above all, travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
Keep practicing. Keep perfecting. Keep going. Because no matter how good you get, there's always room for better. Delta, keep climbing.
Delta 514 Heavy, Gate Alpha 19er, request pushback and engine start.
Delta 514 Heavy, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, Delta 514 Heavy. Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by. Sir, the bypass pin is
Once
installed.
again, good evening,
All
ladies
doors
and
and
gentlemen,
hatches
and welcome
closed
on
and
board
all
your
ground
Delta
equipment is removed.
My name is Bryson. I'll be your flight leader.
Parking brakes are
This
set.
evening, I'm a
You may
sub of us
lift.
are based in Los Angeles.
Parking
We are
brake
here
set.
primarily
Lifting the
for your
aircraft.
safety. So in just a moment, we'll be showing you a brief presentation on the safety features of aircraft. We kindly ask that you please direct your
We are
attention
cleared
to
for
your
start and
monitors
push.
and flight attendants in the aisle, even if you are a
Okay,
frequent
cleared
flyer.
for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting.
Delta.
Delta Airlines.
The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items completely under the seat in front of you.
Larger electronic devices must be placed in a bag. Handheld portable electronic devices, including mobile phones, should also be secured.
Keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas clear. If you lose an electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for help.
As we leave the gate, fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and adjusting the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, attach the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, push the metal tip down. Stay seated with your seatbelt fastened when the seatbelt sign is on, and keep it fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air.
Pushback approved.
In the
Face
event
west.
of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with all crew members' instructions, along with the posted placards and lighted information signs throughout the cabin. Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco,
Okay, pushback
is not
completed.
allowed on
Please set your
any
parking
Delta
brake.
flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this
Please set parking brakes.
8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. In the event of an evacuation, leave
Please
all
set
bags
parking
behind.
brakes.
Carry-on baggage will slow the evacuation.
Parking brakes set.
All exits
Parking
are
brakes
clearly
set.
marked
Lowering
with the green
aircraft.
exit symbol. Locate the nearest exits, and remember, they might be behind you.
Ground. You may
If
disconnect.
we lose power,
3864
lights
Salt
will
Lake
illuminate
City.
the aisles to guide you to an
Pin has
exit.
been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
It's unlikely, but if
Take
traffic
position
pressure
waiting for the
changes,
visual.
oxygen
Thank you
masks
and
will drop
goodbye.
from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. Reach up and pull a mask or streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Remove any face covering and place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note the oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
Delta 764, runway 34 left taxi
A
via
water
1 Sierra
evacuation
Alpha
is
Alpha
also
1.
unlikely, but just in case,
Runway
like
34
best
left
in a
taxi
compartment
via
beneath
1
or
Sierra
adjacent to your
Alpha
seat.
Alpha
Please
1
remove the
Delta
vest from its
764.
container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane,
Delta 514
inflate the
Heavy,
vest by
ready to
pulling
taxi
down
to
on
the
the red
active.
tab at the bottom, or manually inflate it by blowing into
Delta
the tube at
514
shoulder
Heavy,
level.
runway 34 right
A
taxi via 2
water-activated
Sierra
light is
Yankee
attached
Hotel,
to each
Hotel 1.
vest. For children
Runway
under
34
35
right
pounds,
taxi via
place
2
the vest
Sierra,
around their
Yankee
waist
Hotel,
and secure
Hotel
the
1,
strap between
Delta
the legs.
514
See your
Heavy.
safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lab children are in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Before takeoff, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table, footrest, and leg rest. Be sure you fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap, carry-on items secured, and armrests are at resting position.
Delta
Or
1584,
as otherwise
8 Whiskey 1
indicated
taxi
on the
via
placard
Alpha
in
4,
front of
Alpha
you.
2 Sierra,
If
Charlie
you have
3
a
Whiskey.
seat door, ensure it's open.
Whiskey 1
See
via
placard
Alpha 4,
instructions
Alpha
inside
2
the seat
Sierra,
door for
Charlie 3
opening
Whiskey, Delta
instructions in
1584.
case of emergency. Finally, take a moment to review the safety
Sky West,
information card in your seat
3864,
pocket.
runway 34 right
As
taxi
we
via
finish
1
our safety
November
check,
Hotel,
please let us
Hotel
know
1.
if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax. And from all of our crew, thank you for flying with Delta.
today and for the next 100 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll be extending our cabin light for the duration of our flight. If you need additional lighting, your individual relay cable, but it's a small button.
Delta 764, contact Salt Lake City Tower Tree 265.
Over to Tower Tree 265, Delta 764, take care.
Southwest 2373, Gate Alpha 4 taxi via Alpha 4, 1 November.
Over to Gate Alpha 4 taxi via Alpha 4, 1 November, Southwest 2373.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare to cabin for departure.
SkyWest 3864, contact Salt Lake City Tower 119.05, take care.
Contact Tower 119.05, SkyWest 3864.
Delta 826, Gate Whiskey 2 taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha 2 Sierra Charlie Tree Whiskey.
Over to Gate Whiskey 2 taxi via Alpha 4, Alpha 2 Sierra Charlie Tree Whiskey, Delta 826.
SkyWest 3985 at Gate Alpha Tree 1, request pushback.
SkyWest 3985, Salt Lake City ground, pushback and engine start approved, face east.
Pushback and engine start approved, face east, SkyWest 3985.
SkyWest 3845, Gate Alpha 28, request pushback.
SkyWest 3845, Salt Lake City ground, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face east, SkyWest 3845.
Delta 514 Heavy, contact Salt Lake City Tower 119.05.
Contact Tower 119.05, Delta 514 Heavy, have a good one. Delta 514 Heavy, holding short, runway 34 right.
Delta 514 Heavy, Salt Lake City Tower, wind calm, RNAV to Bubby, runway 3 for right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, Arnav to Bubby, cleared for takeoff, Delta 514 Heavy.
Airspeed alive. V1, rotate, V2. Pause, brake.
Salt Lake City departure, Delta 514 Heavy, climbing via Rugged Tree 6100.
Delta 514, Heavy, Salt Lake City departure. Good evening, radar contact A.
safe, clean, and comfortable experience. For your safety, please stay seated with your securely fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. Please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during takeoff. And please keep the aisles clear of any potential trip hazards like bags or bag straps, feet, and legs. Federal regulations require all customers to comply with crew instructions and prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight. The use of Wi-Fi to make voice or video calls is not allowed. Information on approved electronic devices can be found in the safety information card in your seat pocket.
Good evening. Radar
The
contact.
lavatories are refreshed with Lysol products throughout the flight. But if you notice an untidy lavatory, please let a flight attendant know.
SkyWest 3985.
Delta is on a journey to bring fast free Wi-Fi to every aircraft during our transition period. Some routes may or may not have full Wi-Fi coverage. To view coverage on today's flight, be sure to view the coverage map on the Wi-Fi portal before making a purchase once you connect to the DeltaWiFi.com network. We'll begin serving you beverages, followed by lunch, followed by another beverage service very soon, once we've reached a comfortable cruising altitude. We're pleased to offer a variety of complimentary Coca-Cola beverages. We also have cocktails, beer, and wine complimentary all flight long for customers 20 years of age. Please note that federal regulations prohibit consuming any alcohol you might have brought on board with you. Midway through the flight, we'll be serving you a snack as well as beverages, and before landing, we'll offer you a meal as well as beverages. Additional snacks are available in between services in the back of the aircraft. We certainly appreciate your selection of Delta Airlines, and we hope you enjoy this flight with us today. Thank you.
Contact Salt Lake Center 135.775, Delta 514 Heavy. Good evening, Salt Lake Center, Delta 514 Heavy, climbing via Rugged Tree, flight level 206.
Delta 514 Heavy, Salt Lake Center, climb, maintain flight level 390.
Climb, maintain flight level 390, Delta 514 Heavy.
SkyWest 3985, Friedman Memorial landing runway 31.
Friedman Memorial, landing runway 31, SkyWest 3985.
SkyWest 3985, descend, maintain 8,000, altimeter 3008.
Descend, maintain 8,000, altimeter 3008, SkyWest 3985.
Salt Lake Center, November 581. Hotel Charlie, good evening.
27, take care.
Expect longs for runway 17 right, Delta 514 heavy.
American 2434, contact Salt Lake Center 127.9 or 25.
Center on 127.9 or 25, American 2434.
Denver Center 134.5, Delta 514 Heavy. Denver Center, Delta 514 Heavy, flight level 390.
Delta 514 Heavy, Denver Center, roger. Denver Center 127.55, Delta 2214. Delta 514 Heavy, increase speed to 280 knots.
Increase speed to 280 knots, Delta 514 Heavy.
Denver Center, SkyWest 3262, descending via Ski 4, flight level 270. SkyWest 3262, Denver Center, good evening. Delta 514 Heavy, you are assigned flight level 390. I show you at flight level 379er. Climb and maintain flight level 390.
Roger, climb and maintain flight level 390, Delta 514 Heavy. Delta 514 Heavy, ready for descent.
Delta 514 Heavy, descend via long for arrival, Denver landing runway 17 right, altimeter 3021.
Descend via longs for arrival, Denver landing runway 17 right, altimeter 3021, Delta 514 Heavy.
SkyWest 3262, contact Denver Center 119.85. Contact Denver Center 119.85, SkyWest 3262, see you. United 211, turn right, heading 085, climb and maintain flight level 240. Turn right.
Contact Denver Center 126.5 Delta 514 Heavy. Have a good evening. Denver Center Delta 514 Heavy descending via Longs 4, flight level 304.
Delta 514 Heavy, Denver Center, roger.
Denver Center Delta 514 Heavy, good evening, descending via Longs 4, flight level 264.
Delta 514 Heavy, Denver Center, good evening.
Contact Denver Center 125.905, Delta 514 Heavy. Have a good evening. Denver Center, Delta 514 Heavy, descending via Longs 4, 17,300 feet.
Delta 514 Heavy, Denver Center, good evening. Delta 514 Heavy, contact Denver, approach 119 or point tree.
Contact Denver approach, Delta 514 Heavy, take care. Denver approach, Delta 514 Heavy, 16,500, we have Tango.
Delta 514 Heavy, Denver approach, altimeter 3021. Expect the visual approach, runway 17 right.
Altimeter 3021, expect the visual approach, runway 17 right, Delta 514 Heavy.
Southwest 101, contact Denver Tower 124.3. Contact Tower 124.3, Southwest 101. Denver approach, SkyWest 3262. Good evening, 16,500 feet with information Tango. SkyWest 3262, Denver approach, good evening, altimeter 3021. Expect the visual approach, runway 16 right. Altimeter 3021. Expect the visual approach, runway 16 right. SkyWest 3262. American 8A Whiskey, Quake heading tree 5. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 17 right. Lead Quake heading 335. Expect radar vectors for visual approach. Runway 17 right. American 8A Whiskey. American 8A Whiskey, turn left, heading tree 45. Vectors for the approach. Turn left, heading 345. American 8A Whiskey.
We got about 40 minutes before we land. Quick taxi over to gate 141 after that. Clouds are between 3 and 8,000 feet.
American 8A Whiskey, descend and maintain 9,000 feet, altimeter 3021.
Flight attendants, please prepare the gap for arrival.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, altimeter 3021, American 8A Whiskey.
Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin. At this time, to collect any items you'd like to discard of. This will be a good time to start stowing all carry-on luggage and paring down laptop computers. Once you're below 10,000 feet, Wi-Fi service will be discontinued. You're free to use handheld devices as long as they're properly secured throughout the flight. Thank you.
Delta 1370, 17,900 feet. We have Tango on board.
United 1384, lead Quake heading 335. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 17 right.
Lead Quake heading 335. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 17 right. United 1384.
United 1384, turn left, heading 345, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 345, United 1384.
American 8A Whiskey, turn left, heading 240, intercept the 17 right localizer, descend, maintain 7,900 feet. Turn left, heading 240, intercept the 17 right localizer, descend, maintain 7,900 feet. American 8A Whiskey. United 1384, descend, maintain 9,000 feet, altimeter 3021.
Descend, maintain 9,000 feet, altimeter 3021, United 1384.
American 8A Whiskey, airport is at your 10 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight. Field in sight, American 8A Whiskey. American 8A Whiskey, cleared visual approach, runway 17 right. Cleared visual approach, 17 right,
American 8A Whiskey.
Delta 1370 Denver approach, altimeter tree 021. Expect the visual approach, runway 17 right.
Altimeter tree 021. Expect the visual
Flight
approach.
attendants, please
Runway
prepare the
17
cabin
right.
for arrival.
Delta 1370.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As the captain indicated, we are starting our initial approach into the area. We are going to experience some rough air as we descend to a lower altitude for our landing. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and come through the cabin, and we're going to collect any items that you'd like to discard. You will need to go ahead and stow all of your personal belongings.
Leave Kale heading 155, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 17 right, Delta 514 heavy.
And then once you've done that, we do ask that you remain
American 8A
seated
Whiskey,
for the
contact Denver
duration
Tower
of the flight.
124.3.
This will be our final check
Over
before
to Tower
landing. The flight attendants will not come through the
American
cabin
8A Whiskey.
when we have been cleared to land. So
Denver
at this time,
approach,
please go ahead
Delta 493, good evening, 15,800 feet with the numbers.
Pull up running line position and pass any items to the flight attendants. Thank you.
United 1384, turn left, heading 240. Intercept the 17 right localizer, descend, maintain 7,900 feet.
Turn left heading 240, intercept the 17 right localizer, descend, maintain 7,900 feet, United 1384.
United 1384, airport is at your 10 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, United 1384.
United 1384, cleared visual approach, runway 17 right.
Cleared visual approach 17 right, United 1384.
SkyWest 3262, lead clap heading 020, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 16 right.
Leave Clough heading 020, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 16 right, SkyWest 3262.
United 1384, contact Denver Tower 124.3, take care.
Over to Tower 124.3, United 1384.
Delta 1370, lead Kipper heading 190, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 17 right.
Leave Kipper heading 190. Expect radar vectors for visual approach. Runway 17 right. Delta 1370.
Delta 514 Heavy, descend and maintain 8,400. Vectors for the approach.
Descend and maintain 8,400, Delta 514 Heavy.
American 584, airport is at your 10 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, American 584.
American 584, cleared visual approach, runway 17
That's our
right.
landing signal. Please raise your seat belts.
Cleared visual
Tray
approach
tables to their
17
upright
right,
and lock
American
position.
584.
Recheck the security of your seat belts.
SkyWest 3262, fly present heading.
Make sure the aisle in front of your feet is completely clear of all luggage.
For the approach.
Sitting in our Delta 1 cabin,
Fly
please
present
attach
heading,
your
descend, maintain
shoulder
9,000
harness.
feet, altimeter
All video monitors
3021,
and footrest must be
SkyWest
stowed at this
3262.
Thank you. We'll be landing
Delta
shortly. If you
514
need
Heavy,
assistance, please let
airport
us
is at your
know.
12 o'clock, 14 miles. Report the field in sight. Delta 514 Heavy, airport is at your 12 o'clock, 14 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, Delta 514 Heavy.
Delta 514 Heavy, cleared visual approach, runway 17 right.
Cleared visual approach 17 right.
2500.
Delta 514 Heavy.
Delta 514 Heavy, contact Denver Tower 124.3.
Contact Tower 124.3, Delta 514 Heavy. Denver Tower, Delta 514, Heavy visual runway 17 right.
Delta 514. Heavy Denver Tower, continue.
Roger, Delta 514 Heavy.
United 1384, go around. Fly the published missed approach procedure. On the go. Fly the published missed approach procedure, United 1384. United 1384, contact Denver approach 119.3, speak soon. Contact Denver approach 119.3, United 1384, talk to you in a minute. Delta 514 Heavy, wind 140 at Niner, runway 17 right cleared to land.
Runway 17 right cleared to land, Delta 514 Heavy.
Denver Tower, American 584, visual runway 17 right. American 584, Denver Tower, continue. Wilco, American 584.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
300. Approaching minimum.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Minimum.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
$100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Delta 514 Heavy, exit right at Mike 4.
Exit right at Mike 4, Delta 514 Heavy.
Denver Tower, Delta 1370, visual runway 17 right.
Delta 1370, Denver Tower, continue.
Wilco, Delta 1370.
Delta 514, heavy, contact ground 121.85, have a good evening.
Ground 121.85, Delta 514 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you. Local time here is 53. Please stay seated with your seatbelts fastened, carrying items stowed until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items tend to shift during flight. Please ensure that you have all of your personal belongings before deplaning. As you reach our gate, we invite you to use the Fly Delta app for important baggage and connection information. And you may receive an email asking you to share your feedback. value your feedback and user responses to continually improve your future travel experience with us. On behalf of this entire flight crew, we'd like to thank you for choosing Delta. Wish all of you a very pleasant stay here and to your final destination. Wish all of you a very pleasant day. Thank you. Flight attendants, disarm doors for arrival cross-check and all go, please.
Delta 1370, ramp Delta 5 for taxi via Mike 5. Mike Alpha November, Lima, Charlie November.
Ramp Delta 54 via Mike 5, Mike Alpha November, Lima, Charlie November, Delta 1370. Delta 493, gate Alpha 40 taxi via Mike 5, Mike Alpha Sierra.
Gate Alpha 40 via Mike 5, Mike Alpha Sierra, Delta 493.
477, gate Alpha 47, request pushback.
Copa 477, Denver ground, hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
Hold position for traffic, Copa 477.
Copa 477, Denver ground, pushback approved, face east.
Pushback approved, face east, Copa 477.
United 1384, ramp Delta 55 taxi via Mike 5, Mike, Alpha November Lima, Charlie November.
Ramp Delta 55 via Mike 5, Mike Alpha November Lima, Charlie November, United 1384. Copa 477, request taxi to the active.
Copa 477, runway 8 taxi via Alpha November, Kilo, Bravo Sierra, Mike.
Runway 8 taxi via Alpha November, Kilo, Bravo Sierra, Mike, Copa 477.
American 1638, gate Charlie 23 taxi via Mike 5. Mike, Alpha November Lima, Charlie November Kilo.
Gate Charlie 23 via Mike 5. Mike Alpha November Lima, Charlie November Kilo, American 1638.
477, contact Denver Tower 132.35. See you.
Over to Tower 132.35, Copa 477.